Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bazicks MMORPG edition. Today's topic will be on damage dealing. My name is Maxoss, and joining me for this capsule is Mireme.
Hello everyone! Pleased to meet you once again.
As I was saying, today we'll go over the basics of damage dealers. They are also known by many as DPS as an acronym.
DPS. What does that mean? Is it don't play stupid?
Even though it sounds good, that's not the right answer.
Oh, I know. Destructive positioning strategy.
Oh, that feels amazing, but that's not it, unfortunately. Actually, it means damage per second. It's a measure to know how much damage you deal to a target over a specific amount of time. That's the reason why I always wonder why people call them that way. Everyone deals damage. Tanks and healers just do less damage. Anyway, back to our main topic. What's the main goal of this role is quite simple. Defeat everything in your path. That's why it's my favorite role.
I wonder why. I can already see a path with many dead bodies.
Not that much. Back on track, please. There are many things we need to know as a damage dealer. The first and most important rule is to avoid taking damages. This role is not to tank or heal, but simply to focus on a target and make sure it goes down. There are two main roles of damage dealers, those who are close to the target, known as melee, and those who are far away, which are often called ranged.
And what are their favorite weapons?
That's an excellent question. Depending on their roles, it could be from a bow to some knives, and let's not forget books and magic staves. You also have the choice to use physical and magical attacks. Let me give you an example. If you are playing a rogue class which is more focused on sneaking around, you might want to use knives or swords as you rely on your speed most of the time. Should you play a mage, magic staves or potions could be more interesting to you, as it will empower your spells. If you are an archer, you probably want to use a ranged weapon, such as a bow, to boost your precision on your targets. As you can see, the choices are endless. Those are just ideas of what is possible.
So I could use pretty much anything I want.
Well, yes and no. You see, depending on the game, sometimes you are allowed to, and sometimes you are limited to only one kind of weapon.
Ah, okay. Say, what are the main things I should know if I wanted to become a great damage dealer?
Great question. Let's see. In order to be effective, knowing these basics would be a great help. The first one comes often to haunt people. A common mistake new players often do is not pay attention to their surrounding while they're trying to execute their targets. Should a huge cannonball come their way or a part of a wall breaks and falls, their life could end in an instant.
This does not seem to be really nice indeed.
There's a saying that goes, mechanics over damage. A dead player deals no damage. This is a reason why we have to be careful.
What would you recommend in such a case?
There are a couple of things you could do. Most of the time, you can see a zone under you, indicating some kind of danger. This is to warn you something deadly is on the way. Moving out of there is an essential survival tip. Then, you can simply continue to attack as you desire.
Any other tips I should write down? I'm listening.
Of course. Actually, you are already doing it.
What do you mean?
Well, your two actions are the tips themselves. Listening to what's happening. Auditive cues could come in really handy sometimes. Also, taking notes is an excellent idea. You will be able to remember what happened much more if you write it down.
I knew I was doing great.
Glad to see you're on the right track. So remember, it's better to do every mechanic safely than regretting it on the floor. This next tip is an important factor as well, especially if you are playing a melee damage dealer. Being at the right place at the right time will make a huge difference. Let's see here. Oh, I know. Imagine what will happen if you stand in front of a huge boss which cleaves everything in front of him. What do you think would happen?
Most likely I'd be cut in two, that's for sure.
That's right. not the greatest move. Now, how about this one? You are playing as a rogue and you use your backstab skill in front of that monster.
Seems like I cannot backstab monsters in the face. That would result in a failure.
Exactly. Some abilities might require some positioning to use. Most of the time, the game will let you know about it by either displaying some kind of flavor text or simply blocking the skill itself. As you learn more about your job, it might be a great idea to read about your skill's effect and restrictions. It might require some time, but it will pay you back in time and effectiveness.
Awesome, I'll pay more attention to this.
Nonetheless, for every single job, using your cooldown as soon as possible is always a nice touch.
Isn't it the same for every single class?
Actually, yes it is. But we all need that reminder, don't we? Planning ahead our usage might make or break a battle. Most of the time we just focus on the fight coming and forget when combat becomes too intense. With practice, we tend to remember where and when to use them. Mastering them will make a huge difference in your team's results. Also, as you gain experience, it will reduce the amounts of stress you have towards a tough fight.
Gotcha! Practice and planning with those cooldowns will help a lot.
That's pretty much it for the basics of a damage dealer. There's a lot more to learn, such as balancing your statistics, which weapons are better, and much more. We're just getting started here. But let's keep it simple. Who knows, maybe we could have a more advanced capsule about this for the Trinity. So remember, a dead body doesn't deal damage. To hold a nice DPS, you need to be alive.
I'll be careful, thanks for the great tips.
You're welcome.
Oh look! Someone's waving at us. I guess it's time to leave.
Yep, I guess. But we were just starting. Oh well. Remember the previous points. Mechanics over DPS, learn fights and be in the right position at the right time, and don't forget to use your cooldowns. See you soon and take care for now. We'll keep in touch for the next part. Have an awesome day.
Bye everyone.
Hello everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's capsule. If you want more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you soon!